This is the Aftermarket Radio Network. It's your weekly Blitz with Chris, keeping you in the game.
Hey, hello and good day, everybody. I hope you're crushing life today. And if you're not, then I challenge you to get out, get off your rear, rise and grind and get it done, okay? Coach Chris Cotton here from AutoFix-Auto Shop Coaching, where we work hard to support you in both your auto repair shop success and your personal success. And guess what? We're going to be hot topic in some personal success today, okay? So as you get into today's episode, I know you know someone in your network who can benefit from today's topic. Please take time to share it personally with them or share through your social network if you truly think it's something those in your circle of influence can benefit from. As always, if you have an idea for a show topic or just want to talk, feel free to get with me, Chris at AutoFix-SOS.com. Let's get started with episode 65, Stop Putting Yourself Last. Okay, everybody, I'm coming in hot on this one, folks. Seems like we're spending a lot of time on this, so you know what? It becomes a podcast episode. I had a client, the payroll's too high, people are underperforming in the business, and instead of doing what's right for the business and themselves as the owner, they're telling themselves that so-and-so is a really nice guy, therefore I can't pay myself this week because we're going to continue letting the deadwood stay in the business and drift around. I hope this doesn't resonate, but unfortunately, I think it's going to. Okay, so please listen to what follows. If you find yourself in this circumstance, then we got to get you out of it and get you moving on. Okay. You wake up in the morning, you skip your morning workout to help your business partner or employee put out a fire. You spend your lunch break on the phone with a family member so they don't get too lonely or trying to solve a family problem. You keep delaying your dream project, your passion, something that you've always wanted to do in order to spend time helping stressed employees navigate work challenges, et cetera, et cetera. The minute you get home, your evening's consumed with your spouse, your kids, you're doing homework, playing games, loading the dishwasher, bedtime stories, helping your partner. And finally, when this is all done, you collapse into bed, marking the end of yet another day in which you did absolutely nothing to take care of yourself. You are compulsively self-sacrificing, and you need to fix it. And here's why. The trouble with selflessness is we have a tendency to treat selflessness as an unquestionable virtue. In any dilemma, we think the morally correct choice is the one that serves someone else. And the wrong choice is the one that caters to our own self-interest, right? It's way more complicated than that. And I don't want you to be like, oh, Chris is an idiot. He's not thinking of others. And there's a statement at the end of this that I hope puts this point home or drives this point home. Without question, the lunchtime chats with your mom, your dad, whoever are important. I'm not going to say that. Someday those people are going to be gone and you're going to wish you had that. It's also great for your employees to see that you take interest in the challenges that they face. And obviously your spouse and kids need to know that they're the most important people in your universe. I'm not saying any of that. The problem isn't that you make sacrifices for the people you care about. The problem is that you neglect your own need for rest, mental stimulation, and growth. And if you can't tell it by my voice, I'm standing here waving my hands to drive this point home. As a result of this, you don't bring the best version of yourself when you show up for your staff and your family. You're not focused, you're not awake, you're not positive, you're tired, you're distracted, and you're burned out. A lot of people take pride in that exhaustion. The more worn down they are, the more virtuous they feel. Oh, I don't have time for myself. They say, I'm too busy living for everyone else. And through that, your self-neglect becomes your identity. And then it becomes an excuse. And so how selflessness becomes an excuse, how often do you point to others as the reason you can't pursue your goals? Don't use people around you as a crutch while you can't get off your ass and make things happen. You want to be in better shape, but how can you find the time when your company needs your full attention for 12 hours a day? If your company can't run without you for 12 hours, you got a lot of problems, and we got to get to fixing them. For some people, somebody wants to take a backpacking trip to the Pacific Coast Trail or something like that. and your family can't spare time for you for more than an afternoon, or your business can't be without you for more than an afternoon. A lot of people that have never started businesses feel like it'd be great to finally start their own business, but they feel like they shouldn't wait until things are less crazy for their boss that they're currently working for. It'd be such a burden on them to lose you now. So see how easy that is? You made up a story about how no one in your life can get by without you. They depend on your time, your talent, your resources, and your undivided attention. These people can't get by without you. To pursue your own desire is to trample everyone else's needs. AutoLeap is a cloud-based all-in-one auto repair software that helps to keep complete track of your business, from scheduling appointments to managing technicians to generating invoices. Supercharge your growth with AutoLeap. Customers that fully adopt AutoLeap see the following benefits in their first year: 30% revenue growth, with top customers seeing over 100% growth, 75% decrease in no-shows, allowing you to service more customers, 3 times increase in positive Google reviews, leading to stronger online presence, 50% time saved on administrative tasks, driving increase in operational efficiency. Do it all with AutoLeap. Key features and functions include estimates, invoices, scheduling, Google reviews, inspections, communication, QuickBooks, reporting. Get in touch with AutoLeap to see how you can transform your auto repair shop. For a limited time, if you schedule a demo, sign up with AutoLeap and they will waive the $250 implementation fee. A lot of times when I talk to clients about this and tell them that they have to work on themselves, they have these types of stories locked and loaded, and they tell me why they can't achieve their intimidating life goals. Oftentimes, people tell themselves that they do anything to be able to live out their true purpose, to challenge themselves and transform into the person they always wanted to be, if only everybody else didn't need so much from me. So guess what? The truth hurts, right? And here's the real truth. The people that you're sacrificing everything for, they're looking for quality, not quantity. Even your kids. Sure, they may act like every second you're not with them is a personal insult, but what do you think is actually more important for their personal fulfillment and development? Several hours of one-on-one time with a parent who's emotionally, mentally distracted, or a few hours with a parent who's 100% present, a parent who's healthy and focused and modeling self-care? I'm going to be the first one to tell you, I'm not the best at this. I could do so much better. I could be a better father. I could be a better husband. I could be a better business owner. But I'm trying. The struggle is real. I'm not saying that I practice this 100%. I don't. I'm 50 years old. I'm not going to say I'm set in my ways, but I've got patterns and behavior in life that's the way it's always been. And I try not to fall back into that. But like a car driving down an old muddy road, sometimes you fall back into the rut, and you got to get the old dangerous high lift jack out and lift yourself up out of that rut and do something new. I wish I could say I was 100% on this, but I'm not. But I'm trying every day, right? As for your spouse, your friends, your coworkers, employees, guess what they want? They want to see you reach your goals. They want to see you happy, and they want to see you successful and thriving. So if you catch yourself still playing the martyr as you go through your week, guess what? You're not doing it for them. They don't need it. You're doing it for that story you made up. Bullshit story that says why you can't create the life you want for yourself because you're just too virtuous. And so that takes us to finding the balance. Again, I'm not going to pretend putting these ideas into practice is easy. We feel an intense sense of responsibility for the people we work with and the people we love. And sometimes prioritizing others is the right thing to do. So how do you make space for yourself? How do you know when it's time to be selfish and when it's time to show up for others? Hopefully, here's a few ideas to get you started. Number 1, start small. What's the one thing you could do every day that would clear your mind, ease your stress, bring you joy, or help you grow? Think about it for just a minute. Decide when you're going to do that thing. Block out time on your calendar. Remember, this is not the first time anybody's heard time blocking from me. Make sure and go back and listen to the time blocking episode. That appointment is now as important as every other appointment you have. It's making an appointment with yourself. You cannot postpone that appointment, and you cannot reschedule that appointment. Second, talk to the people who would be affected by your decision to take time for yourself. Explain why you've decided to block out the time for yourself, and share with everybody how you hope the small gesture of self-care will benefit them. You may also want to let them know why making this commitment is difficult for you, especially if you have a personal relationship with that person. When they know you're concerned about their well-being, they're better equipped to support and reassure you if you're tempted to backtrack on your commitment to yourself. Next, guilt, right? Guilt is probably the number one thing that hurts about this. When you feel guilty, sit down and make a list of all the ways your selfishness stands to benefit others. Remind yourself as often as necessary that self-care makes you a stronger professional, an emotionally available parent and spouse, and a well-rounded human being with a lot to contribute to the world. That's what you have to offer if you're physically there and you're physically present. And I started out this with talking about a check that the owner didn't want to cash. So it's about yourself. But if you took the time, if you took the money to start a business, it should be your business and you should be getting the gains out of that. You do not run a social welfare program for people to come and have a great place to work. Your good employee should have a great place to work. But if you can't cash a check to yourself, then you got to fix it. If you can't take time off, you have to give control and let others be accountable for their actions. If you're fostering a workplace, if you're fostering an environment where you have to control everything or else it runs off the rails, it's never going to get better. So earlier, remember I told you that there was a statement I was going to make later that hopefully puts all this in perspective. And I don't think it's the first time you've heard it from me, but I really want you to sit and think about this. It is this simple. Remember, when all else fails, what do flight attendants tell you? And again, flight attendants aren't there to serve everybody. They're there because the safety aspect for you to take care of yourself. What do they say? They say in the event of emergency, you have to secure your own oxygen mask before helping the person beside you. Think about that. Why? Here's the why. Because the vulnerable person next to you needs you conscious and alert with strong lungs full of oxygen. That person needs you to be selfish in order to survive. Let that sink in. This has been Coach Chris Cotton from AutoFix-Auto Shop Coaching. If you find yourself struggling in your auto repair business or have a feeling like you don't know what you don't know, but you're eager to learn and grow your business, then please feel free to reach out to me, Chris at AutoFixSOS.com, or give me a call at 940-400-1008. Time to get out and rise and grind, everybody. Have a great day. I hope this one sunk in. Please don't be this person.
You've been listening to the Weekly Blitz with Coach Chris Cotton on the AftermarketRadioNetwork.com. Follow Chris on your favorite podcast listening app. Let him know what you'd like him to cover. His email is in the show notes. Chris is all for advancing the aftermarket.